Welcome back to another video with your girl, Thought Provoking Mary. So, I just want to remind you guys to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you guys think I should do an intro, please leave it in the comment section below. The reason why I wasn't really doing an intro is because I want to keep it as real as possible. I just don't want to follow the perks and quans of YouTube too much. I just want to be real and as raw as possible. But if you guys think I should really do an intro, outro, whatever, true, maybe throw my phone, whatever, sure, just leave it in the comment section below, and I might think, I'm not sure, I'm not promising that I would, but I would think about doing it, right? Anyway, let's dive into this video. So as you already see the title of this video, yes, we are going to talk about domestic violence / abuse. And in no shape or form do I condone domestic violence. I do not like it. I don't like the sound of it. I don't like the sight of it. So I don't condone it at no point in time. At no point in time it's okay or all right to hit someone, put your hands on someone, or be verbally abusive in your relationship to someone. At no point in time. At no point in time. If all you cannot make it, all you split, all you go, all you separate ways, that's my view about it. And yes, why would I be talking about domestic violence? Why would I be talking about abuse? Because I've been around people who have been physically abused, verbally abused. I myself was physically abused at a point in time. And I do not condone it. I do not condone you staying in that relationship. I do not condone the person doing the act. However, because this was a request from one of my subscribers, I'm going to just go in a little bit to tell you what it does to a person, the person that is being abused. All right? And before I even go into that, I just want to make a lot of people aware that yes, it does have men that are being physically abused or verbally abused by their spouses or their significant other. It's just that we don't talk about it because it's not prominent, because the men tend to have more pride, so they wouldn't bring it out to the forefront. But yes, it do have men that does be physically and verbally abused by their spouses or in their relationships, right? So just letting you know that. So my discussion is not just for women alone per se. It is for men also that could probably take a note or two if you are one of those such person are being abused, or for your abuser to realize these are the stages that they do send us in. Right? And I say us because I tell you again, I was a part of it, and I will definitely do a story time on that and the mindset I had within that situation and within that scenario. Okay, I will do a story time. If you think I should, leave it in the comment section below. If you think I should do a story time about it and how I dealt with it and whatever. But anyway, without further ado, let's dive into this video. So, for the abuser, let me tell you what you do the abusee in these situations. Carry it through these forms and different forms that happens, right? Firstly, when you constantly keep hitting on someone, and I am saying women because women tend to go through it a little much more than men, but I do have men that go through it, as I said already. But when you tend to keep hitting on someone, verbally abusing the person or physically abusing the person, because most of the times when men physically hitting a woman or vice versa, it have a lot of verbal abuse with it that comes with it. It's just naturally. You're not going to just hit her, or hit him, and ain't say nothing. You're going to be saying certain things, and sometimes it stems from saying certain things that make you hit in the first place. When you constantly keep abusing a person, what happens is that you break down their self-esteem, right? You break down the trust level in your relationship. You break down the communication aspect in your relationship. All these things are being broken down. So the person now is afraid to talk to you. The person now is afraid to talk to other people about it because they don't want to feel bad or feel, oh, I don't have the best husband or boyfriend or whatever, or girlfriend or whatever. So they are afraid. The self-esteem break down so much that they feel that they're insignificant, they're not important, so they kind of don't hold themselves to that standard anymore. What happens, you tear the relationship apart because once they can't communicate with you, then you don't know if they're happy or if they're not happy. And most of the times when they're being abused, is because they're starting to become unhappy. And every time you hit that person, or every time you say something mean to that person every day, every hour, every minute starts to become unhappy in that relationship. Oh, but they're still with me. Yes, they are still with you. Wonder why? Let's see. They're still with you maybe because they don't have anywhere to go at the moment. But at the minute something presents itself that they could leave, they are going to leave you. Yeah, they are. They are going to leave you. The minute an opportunity presents itself, they are going to leave you. Right? And this is a harsh reality, and people don't like to accept this harsh reality. But when somebody is being domestically abused all the time, they tend to be more vulnerable to outside forces. Yes, yeah. Somebody maybe gonna be looking at your man, somebody gonna be looking at your woman and whispering sweet nothings in their ears, and they become more vulnerable to that person because they tend to think that person is showing them something that you're not, because you are an abuser, right? Because you are an abuser, and because you're not showing that, then they become vulnerable to that person telling them these things or showing them these things. Yeah. And that's the next reason why they go leave, because they go think the other person will treat them better, because the other person right now is telling them sweet nothings. And it don't necessarily have to be that the other person is better than you, or the other person is not verbally abusive neither, or physically abusive. But that is what happens when you break down that communication between you and this person. You leave them vulnerable for outside forces, whether it's your husband, whether it's your girlfriend. You leave them vulnerable for outside people to come in and step in to your relationship. Thirdly, let me tell you something. People leave mentally before they leave physically, right? So you think, yes, the person is with you, you're beating on them, whatever, and you're verbally abusing them, and they're with you, sweetie pie. They're really not. They're just there. The physical body is there, but they are gone. They are looking, they are thinking most of the times of some paradise that's far away from you. That is far away from you. I tell you, when I tell you, I know what I'm talking about. I've been around people that was physically and verbally abused for years, and yes, they do stay. Let me tell you some of the reasons why they do stay. Children. Children is one of the main reasons people stay in abusive relationship, because they don't want the children to grow up without a mother or without a father, or they don't have a strong financial support, which means if the other person is not working, most likely this be the woman. If the woman is not working, then they tend to stay with the man because they could support them and the children. But baby, let me tell you guys something. Children grow up, and when the children is all grown up, they are going to leave too. So anyhow you look at it, when you constantly keep being physically and verbally abusive to your spouse or your significant other, the end result is the end of that relationship. They are going to leave eventually. Let me tell you something, some dark sides now of some people that be verbally and physically abused, and they stay in the relationship and they think they stay in, they will kill you. They will eventually break down and kill your little backside, or try to attempt to kill you, or slowly poison you. You understand? It have some people that think like that, and eventually they do try. They do try. If you die, good. If you die, well, great for them. But if you ain't dying, that don't mean they're not trying. Okay, they do sometimes try, and it's not to put it out there. Not all women operates the same way. Not all men operates and think the same way. But these are just a compilation of what everybody thinks and what everybody do. And let me tell you something. Let me put it out there raw and plain and simple as this. You go get horn if you keep beating on your significant other. You go get horn if you keep being verbally abusive. You go get horn. It mightn't happen in the first 5 years of abuse. It mightn't happen in the first 7, 10. But eventually they are going to find somebody who is going to be treating them right, and they are going to cheat on you. And it ain't going to be no fault of them, only going to be fault of you, because you keep breaking down that person's psyche. You keep breaking down that part in your relationship. You keep doing these things. So once you keep doing these things, you're going to leave, or you're going to create consequences. Every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. That only means if you're custom horning a lady, let's say you as a man and you're custom cheating on your girlfriend, eventually she go cheat on you, because every action brings an opposite equal reaction. She's going to want to make you feel hurt the way you are hurting her. He's going to want to hurt you the way you are hurting him. So that is what's going to happen, and that is what happens also in domestic abuse. In abuse per se, that is what happens. So if you know you are a person that goes through abuse or being abused, sweetie pie, whether you're male or female, don't wait until the children get big, because once he hits you once, and I know we like to say let's forgive and hope thing, or but once he do it 2 times, hello, that is his nature, that is her nature. It's not going to stop. It's going to continue. So the earliest you could get out of it, the better for you. You see, a lot of the times women end up, or people end up in abusive relationship is because they think that they could change the person. Baby, no. You cannot change them. That is who they are. For they to change, they have to change themselves. We can't change them. You understand? So let's not keep thinking that they are going to change, or they are going to wake up with an epiphany one of these days and, oh my, I'm not going to hit this woman anymore. I'm not going to hit this man anymore. I love this man so much. No, sometimes, no, they don't just wake up with it. It's deliverance from the Lord that might help them, right? Once they truly want to change, they need to seek and reach out to Jesus for change, I am telling you. Because then it will always be a trigger behind their head. Once they don't get completely saved, it will always be a trigger behind their head. The minute they get upset, they're going to raise their hand, they're going to be verbally abusive, they're going to throw stuff, pelt stuff, or whatever. And you know what is saddening of these things sometimes is that the person that being abused, like let's say for instance, a woman that being abused, half of the times, majority of the times, I wouldn't even say half, majority of the times, they did nothing to deserve the abuse. They did nothing to the man for the man to hit them. Nothing. Majority of the times. It have a few times, yeah, woman get a little feisty and thing, but majority of the times, they did nothing to get that abuse. Majority of the times, I've watched men that are cheaters and more dominant men still go home, or little cheating on their wife, they still go home and be physically abusive to her. Why? Why you guys do that? So if you can, why does that happen? Why? So anyhow, if you are a person that being abused, sweetie, baby, whoever you are, wherever you may be, get out of it as soon as possible, because that person is not going to change, and you are going to keep breaking down you. when you're supposed to be building you together with that person. If you are an abuser, seek help. Get help, because it's not cool. It's not right to be that. It's not cool and it's not right. And you think you're forcing somebody to do what you want. That is what abuse is. And I was supposed to give it to the beginning of this video. But abuse, when a person is abusing you, is that person is forcing you to be what they want you to be. Means think what they want you to think, say what they want you to say, do what they want you to do. You can't do nothing other than that. Else they're going to beat on you. If you say something out of time and they don't like it, they hit you. If you do something out of time and they don't like it, they hit you. So which means they are trying to control you to being who they want you to be. When you baby, you're supposed to want to be yourself, and they're supposed to love you for being you. Right? It have ups and downs in relationship, but that is where communication comes in. You communicate with the person and say, you know, babes, I don't really like that thing, but you don't go and hit. No. No, 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 no. And again, I will try, if you guys want me to share my story on abuse and whatever, and what I've been through, leave it in the comment section down below. I will definitely do that video for you. But guys, let's keep our head up. Let's lift our brother and our sisters up. Let's lift our wives up. Let's lift our community and our country up by doing the right thing and doing what is acceptable. You wouldn't want nobody hit on you, so you don't hit on nobody. It's simple as that. And on the Bible talk about that, a tooth for a tooth and an eye for an eye. What you don't like for yourself, you don't do to others. You don't do to others. If you don't want nobody cheat on you, don't cheat on nobody. If you don't want nobody hit you, don't hit nobody. You know what I mean? It's simple. We just make it difficult, but it's really, really simple. But this is my outlook on domestic violence, abuse. Guys, tell me if you agree. If you have some pointers that you find I did not address, leave it in the comment section down below. I will get to it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Remember, I have that giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers. So come on, try and make sure and get in and subscribe. Again, this is your girl, thought-provoking Mary, keeping it 100. And it's that. Bye.